What is going on, guys? So we're back with another video, and today we're gonna do a little something a little different. Today I'm gonna be talking about my final thoughts on The Last of Us Part 2. And I know there's probably a lot of YouTubers that have probably done this, but it seems like they're always one-sided. So for me, I kind of for this video, I kind of brought in, I kind of was open-minded about this video, so I kind of went more in depth in this video, or in this game, I should say. And yeah, like I have all these, I have my notes in my phone, and yeah, and here's some of my gameplay in the background. So yeah, let's begin. Alright, so you're probably confused about what I mean by trailers, but if you remember, like a few months ago when all these trailers started popping out from Naughty Dog to release The Last of Us Part 2, and you know how Joel was alive in all of them? You're like, and everyone probably thought like, oh, so Joel's actually gonna be in the game, but no, he barely isn't. Like, really, they're gonna just do that to this? Like, I kind of find that annoying how they were like, yeah, let's just have all these trailers kind of lie about Joel being alive. Like, really, why? I don't understand why they would decide to do that. Like, if you remember, like when Ellie said like, what the hell are you doing here, and then Joel would say like, you think I would let you do this on your own? But like in game it's Jesse saying that, so it's like, why? So they kind of just were like, oh, let's use Joel as to get all these sales for this game. So yeah, this is the main reason that kind of brought this game down for me, because it's like the trailers were just complete lies. Like, there's so many trailers that show Joel being alive, but in game it's like a flashback too. We'll get into flashbacks later, don't worry. But I'm just saying, it's so dumb. It's absolutely dumb. So I kind of was just really pissed off how they were like, yeah, we're just gonna, abuse this power. So yeah. That's really all I have to say for trailers. Just they're complete lies about Joel being alive. So yeah, next. Okay, now we're gonna talk about the meaty greedy. So the story. Okay, I thought the story was quite interesting, but I think they used way too many flashbacks for this game. Like, there is at least one flashback they could have just get that out of here. Like, for the one that I think they should definitely got rid of was like when Abby and Owen were on that Ferris wheel and they found the aquarium. Like, I get it, it was like it was gonna set up like the next, stage to where to go, but at the same time it's like, really, all that really flashback was like showing that, oh hey, Joel is still out there, and that was it. That was the flashback. Like, that was so cool. Like, it was so dumb. And there's good flashbacks, like especially the first one for Ellie with the birthday gift. That was cute. That one was probably the best one. If they had to have one flashback, that would probably be it. But Abby's was weird because it was just and I did like, the best one for Abby was when her father was the the doctor that Joel killed at the end. I can understand why Abby decided to kill Joel. Like, everyone keeps saying like, oh, Abby still shouldn't have done it, but still though, like, if someone killed your dad, what would you do? So I just kind of found that like stupid. Everyone's like, oh, Abby, this doesn't mean Abby has the right to kill Joel. But I'm like, it's whatever. I thought that was kind of stupid, so I can understand why Abby wanted the revenge too, to kill Joel. And I thought it was kind of all over the place with kind of the game itself, because it felt like you were kind of rushed as Abby, but with Ellie it was like slow. Like, for Ellie it was mainly just finding materials, but Abby was like, it was so much combat that you couldn't even handle what was going on. Like, I kind of found it like stupid. Like, they could have just, I mean, you do loot sometimes, but you barely like loot at all, like most of the time. And But yeah, I thought that was mainly it when it came to the story. I also did really like the Rat King fight, which is the one you're looking at right now. That was really aggravating because the thing's a behemoth, but yet it runs like it's a stalker. Like, holy crap, man. No thank you. So I thought that was kind of cool how they added, like, you know, how it was ground zero, so everyone was stuck in that one room with the cordyceps and they just mushed together. That was really cool. I liked that a lot. What else do I really have to say about the game, like the story itself? Just the whole ending was kind of stupid, like Ellie going through all these guys just to let Abby go. Like, if you're going through this whole thing, just kill her, but she didn't. But I get it, because revenge isn't always, you know, like this the way you should do it, or the way you should do. But so stupid though. It's like, why would you all of a sudden just, you killed so many of her guys, the Rattlers, the Seraphites, just to get to her? I don't understand that at all. So I kind of found that aggravating as well. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at the game. It's so weird. Anyways, I think they could have just left out the end with the Rattlers. Like, I think if everyone was just happy after the fight, the first fight with Abby and Ellie, I think that would have been fine too. But no, Tommy was like, you know what? No, you didn't. This is what Joel didn't deserve. I'm like, really, Tommy? So I kind of found that, like, I think if they easily just cut off all of the end with the Rattlers and the fight and the just everything like that, everything at the end with the Santa Barbara, I think the game would have been easily a little better. But whatever. Yeah, I think that's really all I have for the story in my head. Do I have any other notes? Yeah, I said it was all over the place, and yeah, there was too many flashbacks. So, yeah, so the story was okay. So, yeah. All right, next. All right, now we're gonna be talking about gameplay. The gameplay. I really did like the gameplay. Okay. How many times did I say gameplay in that 10 seconds, guys? Anyways, I thought it was really good. When it came to the combat, I thought it was, like, it was definitely swift. Like, if you see some of my gameplay, I thought it was really cool how, like, you know, the fighting was cool, and like, but I think they could have definitely buffed up the stealth, because even on moderate, like, it seems like stealth was a little bit too easy, like, because it's like if you could walk behind someone for like so long and they won't even look behind them for like for any time at all, it's like, okay. So I thought the stealth was kind of weird, but I mean, stealth was still good. But, you know, the combat was amazing. I thought that was, like, some of, like, the executions, like, if you throw a bottle at someone, like, all of a sudden, like, you freaking use a machete on someone, and it's like, yikes. And, like, especially, like, the big boss fights, like, the big Seraphite guy for Abby, that was gruesome as hell. I was like, yikes, dude. Freaking Joker smile, baby. What's with a smile on that face? Yeah, I thought that was really good. Like, this is what kind of brings the game rating score up for me. Cause look at that, like, that is gruesome as hell. Like, yikes, dude. Like, they definitely did the gore amazing for this game. Like, I never, like, it's pretty much up to like Mortal Kombat kind of like gore here. So I thought that they did very good on like the combat and like the brutal executions and like throwing Molotovs at dogs or whatever. Just like something that you don't see every day in gameplay. So they definitely did a terrific job when it came to this. But here and there it could be a little wonky, like especially like if you think you're perfect stealthing, but but it's like I remember I tried to stealth one spot once, but someone still saw me. Like even though, or like I tried to throw a bottle, but the arc throw arrow was not showing, so I couldn't throw it for some reason. I thought that was weird. I don't know if you guys ever experienced that where you couldn't like throw a bottle because the arc, the arc arrow doesn't like show. So I don't know if I was near something, but I kept backing up. Like I was prone, so I kept like backing up to see if I can like try to throw it like from like if I backed up, but it wouldn't let me. So I got spotted because I got up on accident. I was like, oh crap. So yeah, it could definitely be wonky at times, and so maybe like I think sometimes the characters can be bullet sponges. Like even in moderate, it seems like how are you still alive? How? But yeah, I think the gameplay is one of the best in today's games. I thought it was terrific. And I really did like the Abby and Ellie fights, like here. I thought that was really cool. But I thought it was kind of funny how it was like Abby choking Ellie for a solid like 15 seconds, and she still got the strength to take her switchblade, stab her in the leg. I thought that was funny as hell. But yeah, stealth was weird, but if you're, I think there was one part as Abby where I perfect stealth, and it was also a big guy too, like a big brute guy. I also stealthed that. I perfect stealthed that. I felt like I did like James Bond some shit. So I thought it was amazing. So yeah, and like if you did like punch a lot of people, I like fighting people. You can definitely tell by like my gameplay. I like to punch the shit out of people, and I barely like to use guns. I mean, if I have to use a gun, I will. But yeah, I mainly like punching people, but that's usually how I die. So yeah. So overall gameplay, I thought it was pretty good. So next. Alright, the moment you've been waiting for. My final review. Or rating, I should say. So, I would give The Last of Us Part 2 a 7.5 out of 10. Now, everything mixed into this plays a key role. The first thing that kind of brought down this game, or brought down the rating, was, of course, the trailers. How Joel was, proceeded as, he was going to be alive in the game, but he really wasn't. That's what brought down the rating for me. But yet, the gameplay and the story kind of were still good. Like, I know I said the story was kind of weird, like, and everyone kind of gave shit to it, even though everyone, like, Abby, kind of deserves the revenge too, and the gameplay, it was so fun. I can go back to this game just to kill some WLF soldiers. It's so, like, I can easily go back to this game just for the gameplay. It's really fun, and I just think that this game, I think, gets less than what it really deserves. Like, it doesn't deserve a 3.4 from the user score. I think this deserves at least a 6. But for me, it was 7.5. Because I know there was some weird stuff in this game, especially like with the trailers, lied about Joel being dead. Or pretty much lied about Joel being alive, I meant. And the story was weird, like too many flashbacks, but there were still some good moments, like, there were still some good moments, especially like, actually one flashback was really good, the Ellie, the birthday Ellie, like, I thought that was cute, like, I think a lot of people did. So, for people to keep giving this game a bad rap, I think they're kind of just seeing the world just as Ellie and not as Abby. Like, I think Abby deserves the revenge she got. And, yeah. Like, I know, and also was kind of stupid at the end, where Ellie just leaves Abby alive, which is kind of stupid. I don't know why she even bothered in the first place. But, whatever. So yeah, guys, if you did like this video, leave a like, subscribe. This is probably the most edited video I've ever done as a YouTuber. So if you guys really want more videos where I go over popular games like The Last of Us Part 2, or in upcoming new games. If I do get them, of course. I'm not gonna freaking just review a game that I haven't played. But yeah, if you did like this video, leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.